Well, hello everybody. This is actually a voiceover because when I went to go record this, it was very windy out. Not super windy, but windy enough to mess with the microphone. What you are looking at right now is the Missouri River from Washington, Missouri. And it's being recorded from the Washington Bridge. This is the bridge that connects Franklin County to Warren County, and it is one of the most important bridges in the area. When they built this new bridge to replace the old bridge, they built it right next to the old bridge. When they did that, when they had to connect it over to the Washington side, they had to make it where the road jogged over just a little bit. But other than that, it's still pretty neat to see that we have a bridge between there, because the Missouri Department of Transportation has actually thought about just getting rid of the bridge completely. And like I said, this is where the road jogs over, because the road used to just go straight into the old bridge. But because they built the new bridge right here, they had to make the road jog over. So that's why it's like that. So here's a fun fact about Washington, Missouri. It is the corncob pipe capital of the world. All the corncob pipes are made here. There is only one factory left that makes them. They are in downtown Washington. They actually have a shop on the back that you could walk into, and you can buy corncob pipes straight from the factory. So they are the last corncob pipe factory in the world. And the interesting thing about this corncob pipe factory, oh my gosh, that's a tongue twister. It was also the very first corncob pipe factory. They've been around since 1869. And they're still making corncob pipes to this day, and they sell them to over 70 different countries. It's quite impressive. This corncob pipe factory is older than the ice cream cone. The ice cream cone wasn't invented until 1904 at the World's Fair in St. Louis. And the only reason why the ice cream cone came about was because the ice cream man ran out of bowls to serve ice cream in, so the waffle maker had this idea to make a cone out of a waffle. And since then, the ice cream cone was born. But it's pretty cool, though, that we have a factory in this town that's been here since 1869 and is still in business to this day. But enough of me yapping. Let's go check out some thrifts. Let's go to the thrift stores. Why am I getting excited over that? It's not that big of a deal, honestly.
Yeah, I decided to stop in Goodwill once again, and I think they have lost their mind on some of the prices, because even though this console radio is pretty cool, I don't think there's anybody here that would come to the store and pay that much for that. That's ridiculous. And right here we have a Kenwood stereo that seems like it's less than Kenwood quality. Good lord, this thing feels cheap. Even though it feels somewhat cheap, it actually does have a aux-in input and antenna hookups right here. So there's that at least. And yeah, and I don't know, oh, here's this, these two are just connected with a ribbon cable. I've seen some stereos like that before. CD player alarm clock. What color screen does this one have? Blue. I have an issue with colored alarm clock screens, and the fact that to keep me up at night I have to have an alarm clock one with red, because I'm a very light sleeper, and anything other colors like green or blue, just too bright and mess with my head, at least when it comes to sleeping. So unfortunately it was close, but no cigar. Now here is an alarm clock with a red display. I don't even have to plug it in to see that, but it's ancient. Would you like some CFLs for $14.71? Here's something, a video capturing device for USB. It even comes with software and everything. And as for this keyboard, I wouldn't pay that much for this used keyboard, especially when you go to Walmart to get a brand new one for $12. Although this one seems pretty heavy duty. What's it have for a port? USB. Get a Sirius satellite radio tuner if you really want to pay for radio, which I don't. And look at this Ethernet router. It looks ancient. July of 2002. Good lord. Yeah, this thing is ancient. I don't know what this is. If any of you would leave in the comments what this thing is, I have no idea. Somebody dropped off their old radio, and I guess they had preferences to stations because there's marker all over the tuning. Look at this. There's marker on it. I've never seen anybody do that before. I don't get this. I mean, I guess the price isn't terrible, but I don't need any. Plus, I prefer color ID screens anyway. Well, I just found this AV switch box, and I've actually been looking for one of these, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this. Alright, so didn't find much in there. Nothing that really interests me other than maybe this little guy right here, because I've been looking for an AV switch box for a while, and they're getting hard to find at this point, so time to move on, I guess. Get a nice fireplace if you really wanted to. But it's 250 bucks. Or get some nice cool old lamps. All kinds of stuff. Tiki looking lamp. Old school bed. It's pretty cool. Mickey phone. It's a princess phone though, but you know, it's pretty simple looking. I like the Mickey phone though, but I don't know if I want to pay 40 bucks for it though. I did not break anything, by the way, I just bumped it. I like all the old cool stuff that I see here sometimes. You get Pillsbury Doughboy stuff, cool lamps, just all kinds of cool kitchen stuff. It's really neat. I like this thrift store. It's a little family-owned shop, but still, it's pretty cool. And all the stuff that they usually get is really nice. But the other thing that helps too is that this particular thrift store is actually a consignment shop. So typically you find some really good stuff at consignment shops, and I'm kind of liking some of this stuff. Here's the same Pillsbury Doughboy stuff you just saw earlier. It's a set. I guess, what is that, $5.99, like $599? I mean, it's neat, but I don't know if I want to pay that much for it. It's pretty cool though. I like it. Oh, I love the soap dispenser. That's pretty neat. Another soap dispenser, I guess, is like for bar soap, I think. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, look at this. That's pretty cool. Somebody really liked the Pillsbury Doughboy. Another thing I often see is just a bunch of these little old TVs. They also sell furniture here, and they also have more old TVs. Remote at front register. I guess they've been having issues of people not taking the remotes. I don't know. Don't know what the deal is there. Just some miscellaneous electronics here and there. This is actually a converter box for your TV antenna if you have like an old TV, but this doesn't do you any good if you don't have a remote. But wait a minute, this says digital stream. Is this for Wi-Fi? It's got a Wi-Fi emblem. But it's got a TV tuner, I don't know. Maybe it's got some functions of Wi-Fi stuff, I don't know, but regardless, it's a converter box of some kind. And then you got a landline corded phone. This is actually a newer one that they made. I found these at Menards brand new, but they only want $8.99 for this one, which is actually a steal, but I don't think I need a phone. One of these newer alarm clocks where if you plug it in, it shows through, but otherwise it looks like a block of wood. And it's USB powered, it looks like. Some sort of robot. What is this? Is this like oh, this is a Amazon Echo. I've never had one of these, nor do I care to have one. I don't think it'll benefit my life whatsoever. Okay, this is not worth $8.99. I could pick something up like this at the Dollar Tree. Matter of fact, this is probably where this even came from. I don't know. I also have a nice selection of hats here, although I don't see any hats that really interest me, but they're here. What else do we got? More hats. I actually had one of these clocks when I was a kid, and it was pretty neat. It was one of these neon light clocks. It's got a neon light in the back. Supposedly it works, but I don't see the power supply. So it wouldn't do me any good because you need a power supply for it. But yeah, I had one of these as a kid, and I used it until the light burned out in it. How about a pool floaty speaker? I've never seen this before. Budweiser pool floaty speaker. Huh. I don't see a need for that. I don't even have a pool, but even if I did, I don't think I'd buy that. And here's another cheap speaker. DVD rewritables. DVD R, minus R. I don't think these are rewritables, but I might actually get one of these. They don't look like they've ever been opened. And they come with cases, all right. So while there was a lot of neat stuff in there, I really didn't want to spend a whole lot of money, but I figured I could use these at least, these DVDs. I know it's the 21st century, and I know most people put stuff on external hard drives or a cloud or whatever, but I still use these. So call me crazy, but I still use them. I get them for next to nothing.